Hey guys, King of Charmers here. Today I'm your judge, your jury, and your analyst. Today I feature you the strongest ABB team for the Open Ultra League, XL League of Death, the XL Cup, whichever one you want to call it. Because of the fact that fast moves are allowing you to sneak now, everything, the immense amount of double charmers, etc. in Open Ultra League is disgusting, okay? I wouldn't recommend you do it unless you really, really like it, or if you have an arsenal that can contend with XLs. This team doesn't feature any XLs. It features Walrein Trev with Swampert in the back. It can still work for Open Ultra League if you don't have stronger XL teams, but this team is still insanely powerful, and you'll see me do a lot of work in this shoutcast. There are ways you can play out of losing the lead with Trevenant if you're pretty fancy and you're really good about energy management. So this team is still really good. Again, it doesn't feature any XLs. You have two mons that did have community days. However, Swampert is a staple for an Open Ultra League team, and Walrein had a recent community day. So you should have this team put together if you don't have some of your XLs. However, I'm going to still warn you, I hate Open Ultra League, and it's still very, very oppressive because of XLs. XLs ruined a lot of what Open Ultra League was when a lot more Pokemon were released, etc. So, yeah. It's pretty crazy right now, especially things like Registeel XL. That thing's disgusting. It should stay in the trash can. But if you're looking for a team for Open Ultra League and you like ABB, this team works. So it's gonna be really fancy if you want to play out of it, but yes, it still works. So hopefully it gives you an idea of what to run, or if you don't have this, go to the Kanto Cup. But before we get started, this is my therapist mental health tip of the day, and I know I talked about setting goals last time for stress. I'm going to talk about setting goals now because, again, setting goals, it's not just valuable for Go Battle League if you're trying to reach your goals, but also it can be an effective motivational builder. So typically I'll do setting life goals. We do this a lot with psychoeducation when it comes to teaching adolescents in school. I used it for group therapy when I co-ran a group therapy group at the junior high school I worked for. So it's a very valuable tool, and having your goals set out and kind of thinking about like having it laid out actually is very powerful for you. For example, when it comes to content creation, my goal is 4K subs by the end of this year, which is a very feasible goal. So make sure you smash the subscribe button. I'm just kidding. But that's one of my goals. Content creation for me, I will never be a full-time content creator when it comes to Pokemon Go. That's just the way it is. I love my job as a therapist, and I find my job as a therapist more important. Because of that, I've been absolutely crushing my job as a therapist right now. I've successfully been able to treat all of my clients thus far and give the best treat of care, despite how difficult it was because of the pandemic and everything like that, especially since it's their first year coming back. So again, if one of your areas of life isn't satisfactory, like content creation, I feel like I should be a lot higher than I am right now, but I know this is the name of the game and you just got to keep grinding. So instead of putting my focus on that one, I put my focus on the goal of me being a therapist, and that's where I'm really helping. So yeah, but this does more. It's worksheet that you get from setting life goals. It can help you provide direction for therapy, give you an opportunity to think about the most important areas of your lives. For example, friends, family, work, school, spirituality, body, and mental health. My body and mental health are freaking amazing. That's why I've been sick for a very long time. And like I mentioned, my career is freaking amazing. It's going phenomenal right now. I'm excelling in all those. So even if I don't feel like I've made it in the content creation space right now, or I feel like, then I'll just work hard. That's my mentality for it. I've always put myself an obscene amount of work throughout my military career and up until now being a therapist, so just work. But yes, this worksheet will help you set goals, and it will allow you to get through. And I forgot to mention, if you want to skip this altogether, you could just go to the chapters, go below, you see the little timeline there, you can easily skip this in the future. And I have to say that now because some people are like, oh my gosh, we don't like the therapist mental health of today. I'm like, you could skip, y'all could have just skipped the entire portion. There's a timeline. You can type it and go to the timeline. But for those of you that did listen, I really do appreciate y'all. And again, this link will be in the description so that y'all can check it out and check out the worksheet. It's a really good worksheet. Again, I used a lot with my kids when I was still a school therapist, and I might be going to be a school therapist again, so I'm pretty excited about that. Without further ado, this is the strongest ABB team for Open Ultra League, and let's get started. Alright, here are the battles. We got legend on legend action, and this is kind of how it goes. You're either going to face a super meta team with XLs, or you get something like this, an Empoleon freaking Giratina. Which I find some people using Giratina as a safe switch though, which is why having Walrein in the back is good. You can either sack your lead, then send in Walrein, or you have it right here where you'll win the lead and they'll just send in Walrein. They send in Giratina. So all you do here is you literally just send a bunch of spears. You 300 spear the unholy crap out of the big ghost dragon of destiny. Or not really destiny, destruction. The underworld. The thing that you really hate in Legend Arceus if you did not grind. No, seriously, if you play Legend Arceus, you will fight Giratina near the end. You have to fight it twice. I won't spoil it after that, but it was a very painful fight. It was really, really annoying. So anyways, we're going to get to throw all of our spears at this freaking legendary, the King of Destruction. For many moons ago, or rather in like Season 1, Giratina was absolutely freaking destructive, and it was so freaking amazing because back then Ancient Power wasn't nerfed. As you see here, they send in an Alola Ninetales, and I am just vibing right now. We send in our Trevenant really, really quick, fast as heck here. I'm not going to Shadow Ball. I'm just going to straight C-Bomb. Even though they will get extra charge moves in here, it should be perfectly fine. All we got to do is just make sure we do enough chip damage here, do enough to break those shields for that Alola Ninetales, and then all we got to do is Hydro Cannon down. We got to make that thing really, really wet. It's like water bending, you know what I mean? Like, I've only watched the first, well, it's like the Avatar. Not the movie that's coming out soon. I mean the actual anime Avatar. Because, yes, waterbending is legit. I don't know if you can waterbend in the new Avatar movie from Michael Bay, but, you know, it's supposed to be... It was one of the highest grossing movies of all time, so it's pretty dang good. All we're going to do here is C-Bomb the second one right here, take the last shield, then we still have a fully healthy Swampert. Swampert, unless you get hit by a Dazzling Gleam, can take some Weather Balls pretty healthily. And even if our opponent does decide to go for a Dazzling Gleam, we still have a shield. So I'm going to do a shield here. I should get to the Hydro Cannon. And then all I got to do is this should hit. And then that's GG's. Or they're just going to top left and save their time because they already know it's game over. So that's game number 1. Number 2, we got Legend on Legend actions again. And we got the same story. Except this time it's a shiny Deoxys Defense XL. And I'm pretty pissed right now because I hate XL Deoxys Defense, and we get an XL Alolan Ninetales! Incredibly spicy trainer. You know what you might have in the back? I'm guessing you might actually, and then what the heck was that? I was just like, wait, what? I was like, what? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Did you see that? Machamp Crush Top me, right? I was like, what the hell was that? I was just like, huh? I was like, I was so lost at this point because I was like, what? Yeah, that was a, you know, Go Battle League is totally fixed. Absolutely fixed. When I saw that live, I was like, what? I was like so confused. Luckily, I was like, all right, you know what? Let's just keep battling, thankfully. We're going to send back in Swampert. They're likely going to Psycho Boost because I'm going to send Trevenant back in. So what our opponent is going to likely do is they're going to Psycho Boost the crap out of me. And my poor Trevenant is going to eat a lot of damage. However, because we're able to get all these Hydro Cannons off, 2 to be exact, we're able to put this Deoxys Defense in really dark water. All I really have to do is Shadow Claw down here, and now I'm pretty much guessing, I'm pretty sure Walrein should be able to take out the back row. Psycho Boost goes off, and it's a Sylveon. It's a Sylveon. Double Deoxys Defense XL, double Charm. Wow. So spicy. Incredibly spicy. This is why I was considering using Sludge Wave instead of Earthquake for Swampert. But fun fact, with Earthquake, you can straight Earthquake down a Giratina altered into 2 shields. That's right. A Giratina altered into zeros, unless it has a lot of an energy lead, it won't actually kill you. You can double Earthquake dead. Second of all, if you do get a Venusaur, something of that sort, you can go ahead and Earthquake and go for big damage. And Earthquake, since you do get same type attack bonus, you will do more damage with Earthquake than you would Sludge Wave. So, not to say there's not uses for Sludge Wave, but that's just what it is. Triple Ice Cold Spears go off, and then all we have to do is just send this stake of, I don't know, I really want to send these Ice Shards up this freaking Sylveon's butt because, it's so annoying. It's really annoying when you have a double Charm. I send in Trevenant, I Seed Bomb down the Deoxys Defense before it even gets a time to shoot, and that's game. So they tried to send it in, and they tried to fire their Psycho Boost, but they overtapped, and then I went CMP on Seed Bomb, and that's all she wrote. We win the lead once more. As you see, we got Tapu Fini onto our Trevenant. All I'm going to do is switch really fast. If you see Ghost and Dragon, that's likely going to be a Giratina. All we're going to do here is we're going to Icicle Spear to victory as usual, just like in Battle 1. All you do is straight Icicle Spear, nothing fancy. You can choose to get a little bit of energy as you want because Walrein can survive quite a bit of Dragon Claws. So they're gonna Shadow Sneak me, either one. As you see here, Walrein is a decently bulky mon. I'm gonna gather a little more energy here, and I'm gonna fire off these Icicle Spears. So here's the second one, and I don't expect my opponent to shield because there's no point. They send a Tapu Fini, and I'm gonna go straight Earthquake, and I'm kind of wondering what they're doing. If they sent this in, that means you don't like Walrein or whatever in the back is weak to Earthquake. As you see here, I'm just going to go straight Earthquake, and my opponent's likely going to fire. They might surf me, so I actually don't shield here. I want to say both shields for Swampert in the back, and I still have a whole Trevenant. I have a whole Trevenant as well. The 49620 Earthquake comes down through the ground, and then boom, all we're going to do. Hopefully you do shield. If you do not, you die. And my opponent chose Violence. Or Death. Mostly Death. And it's an XL Registeel, and I just swap in Swampert, and they top left. I was so happy. I hate Registeel XL so much. Yes, that was a rock, paper, scissors team, but you know what? Heck, when Registeel XL top lefts, it makes me happy. We have a terrible lead. This is Umbreon XL. So what I'm going to do here is switch into Walrein. Walrein is your general safe switch for this team because there's nothing that... Yeah, Walrein doesn't do well against closers. And if you get swapped into by a fighter, say like Scrafty, it's already going to be really rough for you to come back to begin with. And I want Walrein in here because I want an Icicle Spear. I actually misplay here. I didn't want to shield that first foul play, but I end up it actually works out because you're going to see here, I actually needed to shield one foul play in order to win max switch. So that's what we're doing here. We're just going to straight Icicle Spear. I really want to take out this Umbreon, and Umbreon is so bulky that it's taken like, what, 4 Icicle Spears now? That flower is really... Wait, is that a Hundo Flower Umbreon? Dude be like Nezuko, you know, I'm from Demon Slayer. Nezuko is extremely powerful, and that's one powerful Umbreon. I just noticed that right now. Yes, 2416 is a perfect Umbreon, and that's a perfect Flower Umbreon. That makes me pretty jelly. I wish I had one. That's okay, I love my regular Umbreon. My regular Umbreon's fine, you know what I mean? It's fine. So as you see, remember I mentioned I have to shield one, so we wipe out the Umbreon. I have to insta-fire Icicle Spear, and they send in Talonflame. So this sucks a lot. Icicle Spear, I send in Swampert, and I have to be really fancy. As you see here, I get a little more, I get like 2 more Mudshots full of energy. However, this Swampert, this Venusaur is going to go to town. Frenzy Plant and Sludge Bomb are going to do a lot of damage. As you see, Sludge Bomb puts me in the yellow. I'm going to fire straight C-Bomb here. My goal is to take out both of my opponent's shields. I'm hoping with Expert Energy Management, I can Earthquake this Venusaur, and I can go ahead and Hydro Cannon that Talonflame to victory. Because Hydro Cannon, a Talonflame will live an entire Hydro Cannon in the green, but if it's done, if it's like 30%ish, one Hydro Cannon will kill. I'm going to let Trevenant go here. I got the 2 shields I wanted. Now I need to be really smart about my energy lead. So as you see here, I fire Earthquake. I still have my shield, and that little bit of extra energy is able to prevent that Frenzy Plant from going through. Earthquake should KO this Venusaur, and I still have a shield. Talonflame will be able to get to a Brave Bird here. I'm guessing they're going to bait, but that's perfectly fine, because even if they do, this Talonflame is in kill range. So all you got to do is fire out this Hydro Cannon, and this should be game. So if you lose the lead, say switch into Walrein and try to make some magic happen with energy management and shield breaking. So that's the only advice I could provide if you lose the lead. So as you see here, we lose the lead again. Kommo-o versus Trevenant. We're going to do the exact same thing here. I'm going to be a little more fancier. I'm going to try to take it to the 1 shield. As you see here, I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. Hopefully they don't shield this, but to be honest, likely your opponent will. It's a lot, your opponent doesn't want to lose all this energy on their Kommo-o if by some reason it does go through. So all we're going to do is I'm going to shield this. I'm not going to shield this first one, and then I'm going to shield the second one. It's a Dragon Claw. So Dragon Claw goes through. I try to switch out, but I try to do as much as I can. So I try to bring some. Instead, I elect to sacrifice my Trevenant here. Hopefully, with shield advantage and all this extra energy I'm going to get with Walrein, I should be able to take the dub. I fire off an Icicle Spear. Maybe they'll shield here, maybe they won't. We'll see what happens. And they choose to shield. Thankfully, I still have 2 shields because Kommo-o is very dangerous because we all know it has close combat. They decide to swap and I go straight Earthquake. My opponent now has no shields. So my game plan here is to get as many Earthquakes off as possible. They probably can debate me, which sucks. I called when I was doing the live battle here, I called the bait. And I was like, you know, I'm going to shield anyways. And sure enough, the Icicle Spear bait me. That's perfectly fine though. We still have 1 shield and I'm going to get a little more extra energy here. I'm going to try to snipe down with Swampert and hopefully I can get a dub with Hydro Cannon. So as you see here, we're just going to try to do our best. No, literally, this is already really, really rough. Earthquake goes through. My goal here is I need to Q an Icicle Spear and then I'm going to swap out. So our opponent's going to do some chip down to Icicle Spear, but what I'm hoping is with this Icicle Spear queued, I need to save this for that Kommo-o. The reason being is because Kommo-o likely has a moveset. If my opponent's slow enough, I might be able to Icicle Spear down and come out with the W. But we guess that's still a tall task because Swampert still has to deal with Ultra Revenant. And I'm like, oh my god. This sucks a lot. So now I have to fire 3 Hydro Cannons worth of energy. And this Trevenant's going to be able to get to a move. So as this is really going to be really, really rough. My opponent also has Swap. So they're probably going to bank that the Kommo-o is going to come in at one point. They fire their Seed Bomb here. That's perfectly fine. I will shield here. I have to be very careful about my opponent switching with Kommo-o, and thankfully they do not. So this should fire off, but then this Trevenant's still gonna be alive. It takes some chip damage plus 3 Hydro Cannons to kill. My opponent fires a second move here, but Wall Range should be able to fast move down here. But I have to be really careful. As you see here, I send in Wall Range, I'm able to farm down, and then all I have to do is fire the Icicle Spear, and then that should be game. Thankfully, my opponent didn't try to sack, but I had to fire this Icicle Spear against Kommo-o anyways, and that's game. I hope y'all enjoyed the battles. This is the best ABB team for Ultra League, and it was nuts. And that's game. I hope y'all enjoyed the battles. Yeah, this team was really sweaty, and if you're gonna come out of a losing lead, it's really rough. Or, as you see there, people throw guillotine into, you know what, you ice guillotine to death. You send that stupid ghost dragon back to the Shadow Realm where it belongs, and you put it in freezing hell like Captain America before he got woken up, and then he had to save the world again because he's an Avenger. But yes, dang, that was really freaking good. Anyways, I hope y'all do enjoy. I really did hope you enjoy it though. This Open Ultra League, again, I don't recommend it just because of how chaotic it is. Kanto Cup has a more stable meta. It's the most balanced meta just because only 151 Pokemon are allowed unless they do some kind of weird moveset change. Even if they did, a lot of the Pokemon that are in Kanto Cup right now are very, very balanced and will be viable for a long time. And it would have to be an enormous change before anything happens. So hopefully y'all did enjoy the battles. Hopefully you enjoyed my madness of trying to find out how the heck can I come out with a win condition. Even though I've lost a lead from hell. I'm about to get yeeted by a frenzy plant because my poor Swampert says hi. Yeah. But, again, I hope y'all enjoyed the battles. Do me a huge favor, please like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. I really do appreciate y'all. And I have some new emotes on Twitch. So if you do follow me on Twitch and you are a subscriber, and I'm going to try to get follow emotes done too, but I can't do it for some odd reason, but I'll get it soon. But yes, I hope y'all enjoy the new emotes for those of you that are there. Good luck on your Go Battle League sets, whether or not you see me on Twitch or whether or not you see me on YouTube. I really do appreciate y'all again, and I will see y'all on the next video.
That I made, all the things that I have craved, these are what I could have saved.